they were, and we
All
won like
right.
4 games.
All right. Sounds good. Good luck to you, gentlemen. All right. Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's Thursday already, says Surprised Pikachu. The days all blend together at this point. This was made by yours truly. I made this meme. I was like, I'm running out of applicable memes at this point, so I have to start creating them in order to not run out. So, okay, so what was due today, not, officially due, but your 3 individual slides really need to be done today so that you can focus on the conclusion and practicing what you're going to say, finishing up bibliography. Today is the last whole class work day. Tomorrow we will have 4 of our groups presenting, and then Monday we'll have the other 4 of our groups presenting. Maybe 5 tomorrow if we can squeeze them in, but I don't want to cut any groups short. So we're going to sign up today for who's going to go when. All right. So the focus for today, if we take a look at our rubric, just to see what our dates align with right here, it is going to be, which should be no surprise to you, closing statement focus. So what you're doing today is you are working on the closing statement. Where do we go from here is the question you're trying to answer on that slide. What did you learn? What factual evidence did you pick out from your causes, from your effects, and your solutions in order to create an idea of what our next steps should be to solve this problem, whether it be deforestation or climate change, so on and so forth. So really, it should include input from each of your group members. However, your solutions person is probably going to be the one who takes the lead on this because they've actually been researching, okay, what do we do about it? So that's the focus for today, and make sure that you are also completing your bibliography. When you present at the end of it, I will expect to see this bibliography done at the end, and certainly by the time you hand it in. And if you're not going till Monday, that buys you a little bit of extra time, but we'll need to have some people going tomorrow. So work on the conclusion, bibliography, proofread your work, make sure it sounds good when you read it aloud. I would really recommend you practice reading it aloud. Presenting things can be stressful, I know, but practice helps you to feel less nervous and more confident. And I would really appreciate it if you would turn your camera on while you're talking, while you're presenting, in order to try to simulate something of like a face-to-face presentation, right? I can't require you, but it would really, I think, enhance the experience for everybody if you turned your camera on while you are presenting. Then you can turn it off afterwards. Project grading is as follows. This rubric has been there since day 1. The only group grade is going to be on these communal slides. So you'll get 5 points for your group grade, and then the other 20 points all come from your individual contribution. Your slides are 15, and then essentially your presentation skills. So I'm not looking for perfect enunciation here. I know I misspeak quite often, but just try to speak slowly and clearly. So the only way you lose this point is if you're just literally speaking a mile a minute. Air pollution is bad, like that's no good. And just be prepared to deliver that information. So these should be 5 easy points as long as you have the content on your slides and you're talking about it. Okay. Any questions on the grading at all? And I do want to say you won't lose points if I know we've had several students who perhaps have dropped the class or haven't shown up. You're not going to lose points for their part not being done. So don't worry about that at all. Let's see. All right, cool. So our presentations are going to start tomorrow. And I want us to try to figure out, if we can right now, who is going to present when. So if you're ready or you're close to being ready, I would really encourage you to just sign up for tomorrow. All right. So let's go ahead and brainstorm what groups feel like they're going to be ready tomorrow. Can I get 4 groups to volunteer? And I can talk more to these groups in our breakout rooms. Does anyone know right away they want to go tomorrow? No volunteers? Well, I'm going to meet with each group, and we're going to have some people go tomorrow just so the project doesn't extend indefinitely. But are there any groups that are close to being done?
I believe our group is close to being done.
Okay. Can I pencil your group in for presenting tomorrow then, Abram?
You'd have to talk with them, but I'm totally fine with it.
Okay. I will confer with the rest of that group. Any other groups? Any other groups? That's fourth hour that feel like they're almost done right now and would like to go get it out of the way. All right, I'll talk individually with each group, and then we can also get Monday squared away. Okay. So I do want to mention, if you're finished with your conclusion, there is going to be one component that I think will make this a fun review activity for Tuesday, because presentations Monday. We'll finish up any extra presentations on Tuesday if need be. So essentially what you're going to be doing is creating an individual Kahoot question so we can play a group Kahoot, answering everybody's questions and talking about everybody's topic. So let me show you an example. In order to do this, I want you to create one Kahoot question. So, and this is on Classroom. I'll show you where that is in a second. So essentially, you're going to create an individual Kahoot question. Now, I picked a random topic, human population. You'll make a question, and this document is provided on Classroom. So what population growth model best describes the trend in the world population since the 1800s? Then you're going to give me 4 possible answers and tell me which answer is right. That way I can compile all these into one common Kahoot, and we'll play that Kahoot on Tuesday. I think it's a good way to wrap up this activity. All right, so let me show you where that assignment has been posted. Once again, this should take you like 10 minutes or less. And if you finish early today with your stuff, I'd really encourage you to just go ahead and complete that so you don't forget about it. It's not going to be a big grade, and if I don't get your response, I'm just going to leave it out. So I won't accept it late, obviously, because we need it done by Tuesday. So here was that assignment on Classroom. You'll fill out this document, and there is my example for you to reference. Any questions about that Kahoot process? Yeah, that's not a big stress thing. It's just give me a question and we'll put all the questions together. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and check in with each group. And I really need to know who's going tomorrow, so we need to figure that out before the end of the hour. So I'm gonna confer and see where how each group is doing. So let me put you in your breakout rooms. You'll have about 40 minutes. And I might just have to assign the groups that are close to being done and saying that you're going to go tomorrow if we don't have any volunteers. So volunteer if you're ready. Get it out of the way. Always feels good to get things done early. All right. So feel free to start working. I'm going to make these breakout rooms work on those conclusions. Tommy is not here. Sophia is. Rachel, Olivia, and Lindsay. Right, halfway there. Chad, Wade. Our last group, Riken, Butterfly, Mason. All right, so I'm going to check in with those groups and assign who's going on tomorrow then. All right, sounds good. Start working then. I'm opening the rooms right now.